Welcome back to SoccerBeat, guys. We have just watched the Carling knockout, and I actually don't know what I've seen there. I cannot believe that Magesi have gone ahead and won that. After the first half, I think they had 28% possession, 0 shots at goal. Looked completely out of the game. Sundowns, complete dominance. How have they turned that around, Tips? How have they managed to win that trophy? That's incredible.
Yeah, Mike, it's incredible for sure, but that's football for you. It's unpredictable. That's the beauty of our game. And if you look at that first half, I think Magesi coming to this game, the plan was to stay in the game for as long as possible, meaning we don't want to go to the break 2-0, 3-0 down because it's game over. So you could tell or you could see that, the plan was just to stay in the game for a longer period. And they might go and risk it in the second half or later on in the game. And listen, it worked for them. They went to halftime 1-0 down. And if you're 1-0 down, you're still in the game. You're still in the game.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Clinton didn't really open up. Like, I thought, like, maybe halftime he's going to say to them, guys, we're going to have to go out and chase this game. But they came out second half, still very calm, composed, didn't really lose their shape, kept on doing the same thing. But Sundowns also in the first half, what they did very well. And I mean, that's why Aubrey got a yellow card. I think Saylor got a yellow card. Tibbs got a yellow card because every time that Magesi tried to break, there was obviously a clear strategy to try to stop that counter. And they were doing it quite successfully. But then what do you think he changed at halftime that they've started to become more effective on the break? In the first half, they couldn't get out of their half, but second half, they really started to hurt Sundowns on the break and started to look a bit more effective. What changes did you notice?
When they came back from the halftime break, they were a bit brave in terms of their pressing. They were going at Sundown. They were going at their faces. It was not a low block of shifting, not putting pressure to the ball. So what changed in second half? They stepped up a bit and they put a bit of pressure on the Sundowns players. And listen, Charambandare was the, I can say, the danger player for Magesi, because every counter or every attack came from more on the left hand side of Magesi. So, but yeah, well done to Coach Clinton and his boys, man.
Yeah, everything you were saying in the build-up to this game, it basically played out exactly the way he was going to say it on the interview he did on SoccerBeat with Peter. He chatted a lot about the way that he was going to handle this game, sit back, make it scrappy, get in their faces. That is exactly how this game played out. Yeah, he's done an incredible job here, and I actually can't believe he's managed to get that over the line. But again, as you say, Chirambadare, like the balls from the left-hand side, obviously the set pieces as well, and then that final corner as well. Sammy, our former teammate, getting the little flick on and the guy and finishing it with his knee to win a trophy. Yeah, incredible stuff. Yeah, I don't know where does this. Let's chat about this after the break. We're going to chat about where does this leave Sundowns and their prospects for the rest of the season going into Africa and everything. We'll catch you guys after the break.
Later, hola.
All right, here we go.
Ko Betway ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng.
Ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane.
Ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tše di lahlegilego.
Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thušo re gona.
hopola, bet responsibly.
Thanks for staying with us, guys, back from the break. Make sure that you're liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so that you're notified every single time that SoccerBeat drops a video. Tips, where to from here for Sundowns? Did Mangoba get anything wrong in this game tactically? Could he have done anything different? The way to play against a low block like that? did they approach the game in the wrong way? I mean, this is the Sundowns that we know. This is what we've seen since the beginning of the season. It's been very effective. They're leading the game 1-0. You're thinking to yourself, I mean, this is you saw the script that we thought was going to play out. This is exactly what happened, and he ends up losing the game. What do you feel that he got wrong, if anything?
No, Sundowns, they've faced a lot of teams that plays like low block against them, or they park the bus, as they say in South Africa. If you look at the Polokwane game, they didn't have any shot at goal, and maybe it tells you that sometimes they do struggle with it, when they don't score or open up the game early. In terms of, if they score two first half, they will kill you. But again, it's always tough to play against a team that defends deep, and they working hard. They don't just defend deep. You saw the Magesi players. They work their socks off. They are running. They fight. They fought for every ball. In the box. They compete and they win duels. And for Sundowns, it gives
But I
them
mean, if you want to win on every single front, don't you have to be able to deal with that sort of stuff? Don't you have to? I mean, Sundowns have been dealing with this for years, man. Like teams parking a low block and making it tough for you, but they normally find a way to get it over the line. Why couldn't this? I mean, I know Ribeiro wasn't in greatest of form today. Wasn't his usual self. Didn't look that they had that usual threat. Tibbs had a couple of good shots from outside the box, but nothing where they really got in behind Magesi that much.
Yeah, they didn't really create clear-cut chances. Mostly they are restricted to taking shots from outside the box or long-range shots. So that's all we saw. But it's as I said, sometimes you need that individual brilliance when you're playing against a team that plays a low block, and they didn't really have it today. Ribeiro he had a couple of touches. The assist came from him, but he was not that very much dangerous or more affecting the game. So for Coach Mangoba, it's back to the drawing board. Listen, for Sundowns now, it's 2 trophies gone, and they lost now in the finals. In the MTN8, they couldn't make it all the way to the final. So you know the story with Sundowns. Pressure will come, and pressure is always there.
Yeah,
So
I
interesting
mean,
to see.
you're looking at that Mangoba team and you watch them sometimes and you think there's no ways anyone can even be on the same park as them, and then it just feels like they've got a soft underbelly that when the tide turns and things get really difficult, then you can turn them over and you can get a result against them. They're not as resilient when times get tough. You could see as soon as the momentum shifted in this game and they started to hurt them on the break, you thought that there was a result possible for Magesi. So yeah, I mean, what does this mean for their prospects in Africa? This was obviously the season where it was now the big push to bring back a star for Mamelodi Sundowns. And where does that leave Sundowns right now?
It's a tough one, but with Champions League, it's a different ball game, and they haven't started their campaign, meaning the group stages. But Sundowns fans, they will be worried, Mikey. That's for sure. They will be worried. At this stage, normally they top of the log, and they look like everyone will tell you at this stage that this Sundowns team is gone, the league is over. But listen, the fans will be worried, because you look at domestic, or our league, Pirates is there pushing them, and now the 2 trophies are gone, and as a fan, you're worried, because we all know Sundowns normally they dominate from game 1 to game 30 in the league, but it's also a nice competition in our league, to see Pirates pushing them from early stages of the league, and it shakes them, because it's not a position that they familiar or they used to in the last couple of years. But I heard the Sundowns coach saying it's better to chase for him, so I don't know, what that means. But for the Sundowns fans, two trophies gone already, and they've got nothing, at Toroko so far. So
Yeah, that's what I actually found
fans,
interesting, because in the interview that Clinton did, he actually said he thought that this Sundowns team was more dangerous than the Sundowns team from last season. That was something that I took note of. But if you look at last year's Sundowns team, as much as people are saying this Manqoba team is more direct, they're more dangerous, whatever, last year's Sundowns team won everything, basically. So as much as this style of football can be very dangerous, it's not delivering the results right now. Are the Pirates fans starting to see some weakness here? Does this open the door? Is the Sundowns team gonna go ahead and dominate the league again, or is this now? It's all up for grabs now for Pirates as well in the league.
If you remember correctly, the Pirates fans, they sensed or they saw a window of opportunity when immediately after Coach Rolani left. With all respect to Coach Manqoba and Coach Steve, the coaches that are there, but fans, they saw a window of opportunity immediately after Coach Rolani left. So for them, it's gonna be a long season. To win the league, you have to be consistent, and it's gonna be a long season. So we'll see how it plays out. But
is there anything to be said for? Yeah, is there anything to be said for these guys all playing 90 minutes or 70 to 90 minutes midweek for Bafana leading up to this game? I mean, there was quite a few: Obas, Mokoena, Ronwin, Sailor. There's a good amount of guys that played a lot of football in the build up to this cup game. Could Manqoba have maybe rotated leading into this game? I mean, I don't know if this game came down to it definitely wasn't a physical fatigue battle, but I mean, yeah, there's load in the legs as well. And we saw the last 20-30 minutes, Magesi came out stronger.
Yeah, definitely. Also with traveling, when you go for to represent your country, or you're playing the qualifiers, in the international stage, there's a lot of traveling again. The guys had to go to Uganda, play an away game, and they came back. They played in Cape Town. They had to fly back, the next day after the Cape Town match. And there's also traveling, and they played in those two games. But yeah, the coach of Sundowns said he knows his players and he's managing the load, load management. And maybe today it was the time to show or to manage the load better. But on hindsight, it's always on hindsight. But maybe today it was the day to manage the load.
Yeah.
Better.
Shame, man. Feeling for Sundowns supporters right now. Obviously, they were getting grief about empty stadiums. Now they've lost out on 2 trophies as well. They're going to be getting grief left, right, and center. So, yeah, I fear for or dread what they'll be feeling like on Monday morning going into work. Let us know in the comments what you guys think of this incredible upset for Magesi in the comments. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Tep, sign us out.
Incredible indeed, Mikey. But what I like about this game today, Coach Clinton Larsen did say that he's seen this movie before, and that's how it played out. He said
and it was a happy ending. It was a happy ending for Magesi.
Yeah, and it was a happy ending for him. Against the very same, Mamelodi Sundowns. I think it was in 2012. So he did want the Sundowns fans that he's seen this movie before. They must be careful. So in what a way to end it for him. But yeah, congrats to Coach Larsen and Magesi. Because
you got to take your hats off to Magesi.
To be honest, no one remembers shot on goal, ball position, da. Magesi are the Carling Cup champions. That's all that matters. And they did their job, and we have to congratulate them. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. So from SoccerBeat, hats off to Magesi. You guys absolutely killed it. Well done. Round of applause to everyone involved in the club. Clinton Larsen. Yeah, we hope that he will be on SoccerBeat in the upcoming week to tell us exactly how he masterminded that victory. Please stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed so that you see that follow-up interview. I'm sure he'll give us the first exclusive to tell us exactly how he did it. Thanks, guys. And we'll chat to you guys very soon. See you guys in the next one.
SoccerBeat, ouça!